Alright, boys and girls, and welcome to Gordon Guitar, and we have a beautiful song from the KID LAROI. It's called I'm the One. So this one is one of his better, in my opinion, when it comes to the sound. It gives a great vibe here in this song. So let's start right away. We need to start with a capo here set on the first fret. That's the easiest way to handling the chords here and the notes we are trying to play later. We'll start with the basic, it's the chords, and then we will work our way up. So let's go over the 4 chords we need. We'll start with the E minor. All right, so that is open E, second A, second D, open G, and here we can actually add the 3rd fret on the B string. Just for this melody, it's not a regular E minor, but for this it is, and then the open E. So that's your E minor. And we will have the next chord here, the G chord, okay? So that is 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G. We'll go with open B for the song, and then 3rd on the E. The 3rd chord is C major 7. So that will be 3rd on A, 2nd on D, and then open G, open B, and open E. And we will end this chord progression with A sus2. So that will be open A, 2nd D, 2nd G, then open B, and open E. Okay, so we have that chord progression through the entire song: E minor, G, C major 7, and A sus. And that is just the basics here, the basic grips. We'll now look at this melody to start with, and we will go from there and see how to play with your right hand, if you're a right hand like me, with your strumming hand, so to speak. So let's start with the E minor. For the choruses, it's more prominent that there's a melody there. So that is the melody I'm focusing on right now. And you can, of course, choose to play that through an entire song or go back and forth, but this melody is played for the chorus. So it sounds like this for E minor. Okay, we'll just go over the notes first, and then we'll see how to handle them with the strumming. Okay, so it starts with open E in the bass, then you're gonna play open G, then 2nd D, and 3rd B. So you can actually hold the chord as it is. That's what I'm doing here, the E minor for the song. And that's it for E minor. And then we'll go over to the G. And when you're playing the melody here, you will not be able to hold the G chord as it is. It's just for strumming. I'll show you that later, but for the melody you need to adjust that a little bit. So what I'm doing here, I'm holding the 3rd fret on E string. That's what we need here. I'm holding that with the my ring finger, and then I'm holding the 2nd fret on G string with my middle finger, and the 2nd fret D string with my index finger. So this is the grip for the melody playing, and later also when you're trying to strum with this melody built in. All right, so this will be a kind of a new grip for G. So with that, you're gonna play. So that is just 3rd fret on E, the bass, then 2nd G, and 2nd D. All right, so that was the G, and then we will go to the C major 7, hold the chord as it is, and then you're gonna play. So that is 3rd fret on A, open G, 2nd D, and open B. All right, and then the final chord will be A sus, and you can hold the chord almost as it is for the first round, because this will kind of alternate when you play the melody. So the first round will be like this for A sus. So that is open A, 2nd D, and then open G. And then on the second round, you will play everything else the same, E minor, G, and C major. But on the A sus, the final chord on the second round, you will play, instead of the last note being the open G, you play it second G instead. So the A sus, as it is, will be open A, second D, and then second G. All right, so that is pretty much the melody when it comes to the choruses. And you can play it just as it is, as we played now, just plain notes. All right, that was the 2 rounds. Or you can try to strum, okay? So when you do that, I will suggest, since it's 4 notes here for the E minor, you will play down, up, down, up. In that way, you will cover the 4 notes. Down on the first note, up on the second one, down third, and up on the fourth. So on E minor, so down, up, down, up. But of course, when you strum, you will not just hit 1 note, because then it's not a kind of strumming. Then you can just pluck the notes as they are. So now you know where the notes are. So strum in that area where you are. Of course, when you go on the first note, you want to incorporate the open E string. Okay. The next 2 are here in the mid strings, the G and D, and then the final up is here on the 3rd fret B string, so you go down a little bit. Okay, so that's how it works. You will incorporate strings around the actual note you want. So, all right. And the same goes for the next chord, the G. Here you have 3 notes, down, up, down. Okay, so down, up, down. And that is the 3 notes there. And then you go with the same pattern here for C major 7 as we played in the E minor, down, up, down, up. The 4 notes was, so you kind of play that part. And then the A sus will be 3 notes again in the same way as the G. The first 3 notes are on the first round, I mean, and that is, and the second round is, so yeah. So that's how it works. So you can go either with the plain notes or this strumming style. That's when you play the chorus. So in the verses, it's very simple. You're gonna play the chords we went through in the beginning of this tutorial. The E minor plain as it is, the G, the C major, and the A sus. And what you do there, it's just down, up on E minor, then just 1 down on G. Then on C major, again, down, up, and 1 down on A sus. So like this. guys, so that is the KID LAROI's I'm the One. A great song, 4 chords, and you can go with these melodies if you want. You don't have to, otherwise it's just plain strumming there. So good luck with this one, guys. If you enjoy songs like these, and especially this tutorial, then give me a thumb up here. Support me. I really love your support there. So thanks for watching, and until next time, play tuned.